Hey everybody, I hope you're doing great. So this is part 2 of eating all the poke bowls in Hawaii. And this is my Chinatown edition. So we're gonna go and check out all the poke restaurants that Chinatown has to offer. So make sure you guys watch to the very end. There's a security guard right here. What's funny is, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right behind this statue, there are 2 guys doing drugs. But I mean, you know, that's Chinatown for you. So if you guys didn't see my Chinese Cultural Plaza walkthrough before, I'm gonna go and leave the link in the description box down below. But you know, I was looking up all the different poke spots in Chinatown, and I was pretty surprised how many there were. There were like 4 poke restaurants here. And you know, our Chinatown really isn't that big. So the first place we're gonna go to is Morning Catch. And that's a relatively new place. I think they opened like maybe at the ending of last year or something like that. But I'm kind of excited to go and check it out because the reviews on Yelp said it's pretty good. So we'll see. Okay, so Ocean Catch is located right inside the Oahu market. So it's right in here. But I'm gonna go and leave their information in the description box down below. So let's go inside. Okay, so I'm outside Morning Catch right now, and I just ordered my poke bowl. So I got 2 choice, garlic ahi and their king salmon tobiko. So I'm really excited for this. All right, the hardest part of eating in Chinatown is there really is nowhere to eat unless you're dining in. So I gotta go and find a place to eat this poke bowl. It looks really good. So I'm pretty excited for this. First time eating poke bowl from Morning Catch. Okay, so I just found a spot to eat in the Maunakea marketplace, and I am really excited to eat this because it's super fresh. Really sorry if there's a lot of background noise. Like, I think they're doing some construction work down there. But yeah, look, they gave me a wooden fork. Okay, so this is what I got for Morning Catch. So it's the garlic ahi, which is a special of the month, and I also got it with tobiko king salmon. Oh man, I'm really hungry. So this is actually my breakfast. Wow, extremely fresh poke. I was talking to the person that was making my poke bowl, and she was saying that they only use sashimi grade ahi for this. So this garlic salmon, there's a real slight hint of garlic to it, but you can really taste the citrus that they put into this poke as well. The onions really complements all of the flavors here. Let's try some of this king salmon. Wow. Oh, that king salmon is good. It's nice and fatty right there. You guys can see that. Very good. If you like salmon, their salmon is delicious. I also like how you can taste that sea salt that they put on the salmon as well. So this 2 choice poke bowl is $18. So some of you guys might be thinking, yeah, it's pricey. I do think it's a little bit more on the pricey side, but we have to take into consideration that they're using premium products here. So the poke bowl isn't as big as I would like either, but it makes up for it in the flavor and the freshness. You know what I also like about this too is that it's nice big cubes of poke. Some places you go to, the cuts of poke is very small, but these are pretty decent sized chunks. Saving the best for last right here, the salmon. This is delicious.
Oh, one thing I gotta say is it takes a little while for them to go and make the poke, just because it's all made to order. So you can actually see them cutting the fish right in front of you. Okay, so we're gonna go to our next spot. Let's go.
Okay, so we are at the Maunakea Market food court, and we are actually gonna go to Maguro Brothers. So some of you guys might be thinking, oh, isn't Maguro Brothers at Kekaliki Market? But they actually moved to the Maunakea Market food court. So it's right here, Maguro Brothers.
Okay, so I just got my food from Maguro Brothers and we're back at the same spot. So I got the fatty tuna with spicy tuna mix, and I also got a side of uni too. So let me tell you, the fish is very fresh, and the reason why I know is because they had a bunch of huge tunas that was on the table in their kitchen. So they're like basically gonna go and slice those up to make extremely fresh poke and sashimi for all of you guys. Okay, so if you haven't seen my video on Maguro Brothers yet, I'm gonna go and leave it in the description box down below. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna leave all of my Chinatown videos in the description box down below. So if you ever wondered what Chinatown was like, or what Chinatown is like, go to the video description and you'll see all of those videos. But Chinatown holds a very special place in my heart. I basically grew up here my entire life, and my parents had a store in Chinatown when I was a kid. So, you know, I really want to see this place thrive. So I'm trying my best to go and, you know, showcase all of these businesses. So I gotta say, Maguro Brothers has some of the very best spicy tuna on the island. Oh, yup. Oh, and it's spicy too. Has a nice kick at the end. Oh man, this spicy tuna is very creamy as well. I'm not sure what kind of mayonnaise they use. It might be the Japanese mayo, but this is very creamy and oh, it's very spicy. Doesn't go and give you 2 pieces of tamago as well. Nice and sweet. It's a nice change of pace because normally you don't get this in poke bowls. Okay, let's try some of this fatty tuna right here. Wow, that literally just melts in your mouth. This is really, really good. So I got 6 slices of the fatty tuna. And they go and they put like a sweet shoyu sauce over it too. We also got some uni right here. Let me get that perfect bite with some of this rice. Oh wow. Super sweet and creamy uni. So you can go and add this uni on to any poke bowl or anything you want at Maguro Brothers. You can also add scallops as well. This spicy tuna is so good. I'm just gonna shove all of this in my mouth. All right, 2 pieces of the fatty tuna. I'm just gonna go for broke. We already spent like over $40 already. So I'm just gonna shove this all in my mouth. Oh, that's good. All right, let's go to our next place.
Okay, so next up we're on Maunakea Street and we are gonna go and check out Domo Cafe.
Okay, so first up we have Domo Cafe's seared salmon. And I love anything that's seared, especially when it's poke bowls, seared poke bowls. And you know, it's kind of hard to find seared poke bowls in Hawaii. I don't know of any other place that really has seared poke bowls, but I'll tell you this right now, this is delicious because if I do go to Domo Cafe, this is normally what I get. All right, let's take a bite out of this. Look at this creamy mayo and this unagi sauce that's on top that's seared.
It has like a hint of garlic to the mayo too. If you never had seared salmon before, like this, I highly recommend it. But one thing though, in today's bowl, there's a little bit too much of that unagi glaze that they threw on top. So it's kind of a little bit more overpowering. But that's personal preference. So for me personally, I like to taste more of that garlicky mayo that's seared on top of it. Maybe if I go and I mix it up, I'll go and drown out some of that unagi flavor from it. That's better. Yeah, Domo Cafe is pretty good. They've been open in Chinatown for a while. And you know, when they first opened, I seriously thought like it was gonna be like one of those places that didn't serve fresh fish, but I was wrong. The fish there is very, very fresh, and it's much more affordable than the other two places that we went to.
Okay, so next up we are at Kahiau Poke and Provisions. So I actually made a video about them, I think like a year ago. And yeah, that's gonna be in the description box as well. So let's go get the poke.
I'm getting really full. I haven't drank anything yet. So I think if I did drink like water or whatever, it would totally like fill in all the cracks and I wouldn't be able to finish this video. Okay, so our last one is Kahiau Poke and Provisions. And on Yelp, they have 5 stars. Like not 4.5, 5 stars. And they got fresh poke and they serve it with aloha. And that's one of the things I love about small mom and pop shops, is that they're very customer service oriented. So I really appreciate the service at Kahiau Poke and Provisions. And you know, they actually give a good amount of poke if you look at this. And look at this rice ball right here. It's like so perfectly shaped. Okay, so let's go and eat this. So, oh yeah, before we start, I actually got the Kahiau special right here, and I got their hurricane poke. So the hurricane poke looks like it's some avocado with spicy tuna and some unagi sauce. And the Kahiau special right here has a bunch of limu. I can see some onions and some chili flakes in here as well. Okay, so let's dig into the hurricane first. There's like a slight hint of ginger in this hurricane. I can kind of taste that hint of ginger. It kind of tastes like ginger, yeah. Okay, let's try some of this Kahiau special right here. It kind of looks like ahi limu. So limu is seaweed right here. You see that? So if you like your poke a little bit more on the basic side, and when I say basic, that's not a bad thing. You can really taste the fish when you eat it like this, instead of having it with all the mayo and all the other sauces. Here we go. Normally I go and get the spicy ahi, but I'm really digging the flavors of the Kahiau special. So it's very similar to ahi limu poke, but it's kind of like a mix between like ahi limu and like a Hawaiian style poke. All right, everybody, so we just had 4 poke bowls, and I went to every single poke shop in Honolulu, Hawaii's Chinatown. So thank you so much for watching part two of eating all the poke bowls in Hawaii. All these places are really good, and some of them are more expensive than others, but you know, it really depends on your preference. But please do me a big favor, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get more videos just like this. And if you'd like to go and support this channel, please do me a big favor and check out my Buy Me a Coffee page. I'm gonna go and leave the information in the description box down below. And if you haven't started following me on Instagram yet, make sure you follow me there. But thanks so much. And if there's any other poke spots that you want me to check out in Hawaii, make sure you let me know in the comments. I'll see all of you next time. Bye. That was my third poke bowl. Well, one more.